All right, I'm here with Fremont's most dangerous man, Bad Boy Benson, and you are a MMA specialist,
Yep.
fighter. Are you still a fighter? Do you still do MMA stuff?
Yeah, a little bit. I haven't fought in like a year. I've boxed twice this year, but yeah, not so much anymore.
Plus Magnum Pro Wrestler.
As far as I know, I'm the only pro wrestler, pro boxer, pro MMA fighter in the world.
So you're kind of like a mix between Mark Mero and Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, yeah.
So today we're going to be playing Royal Rumble on the Super Nintendo. I get the honors of using the crappy Hyperkin controller, and you get that one. But we'll see here. I haven't played this game in a long, long time, so we're going to see how this is going to play out. It's a little different than last time where we were playing to beat 'em up with Michael Monsoon, but let's reset it here and see. So were you watching wrestling at this time?
Yep. Yeah, I was probably only 2, but yeah, I grew up watching
You're what?
wrestling.
Watching at 2 years old. There's Taker. Look how different he looks. Bret Hitman Hart. Tatanka. Crush, I think, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Ric Flair. This was a weird time where Flair. This was about probably Royal Rumble '92 then. Shawn Michaels. Razor Ramon. Yokozuna. Lex. Ted DiBiase. Macho Man. And somebody. Kurt Hennig. Okay. We'll start over here. There's Shawn Michaels. We'll start it over. LJN, known for making bad video games. This is actually a pretty good one. So let's start off here. I think we'll jump right into a Royal Rumble match with 2 players. What do you want to do for difficulty? You want to put it on the easiest one?
Yeah, it's
Or just 5?
5's fine.
We'll leave it on 5. And the cool thing is you can hear their themes. So like we have Mr. Perfect's. And then the Undertaker should hit in a second. Boom. So quiet. Alright, I'm going to go over and pick Razor because he's always my favorite to play as. It's weird they don't have Hogan in this game because I think he was still around at this time. If I'm right on that. Now you get to go over and pick your guy, wherever you want to be. So let's talk about MMA a little bit. How did you actually get involved in MMA? Because like, if I ever saw MMA, if someone's like, "Hey, you want to come fight?" I'd be like, "Hell no!" Like, you got to be a crazy person to want to go out there and just fight.
Yeah, it's kind of a crazy story.
I'm gonna wait. We should save ourselves till the end.
When I was little, I kind of got picked on, and I hung around with kids a lot older than me, actually. So they kind of picked on me. But 2 of my buddies actually went down to the local show and fought, and they actually got beat up. And so I was a 16-year-old punk kid, and I was like, hey, I could do that. Seen it on TV, and I literally just went down to the local show, and I fought some guy. He was 27-year-old kickboxer from the Air Force, and I beat him up, and I just really never looked back.
So did you start at 16 then?
I started fighting at 16. I didn't have any training. Like I said, I literally just seen it on TV, was a punk kid, and thought I could beat up everybody. And like I said, I just happened to win, and I just never stopped.
So what does your parents think? Like a 16-year-old punk kid who's going up there, potentially going to get his ass kicked, considering you're untrained.
I actually thought that I actually needed their permission since I was under 18. I had to have them sign a waiver. And so it was on like December 29th, so I had to ask for their permission. So I asked for Christmas. That was my Christmas present that year. Was
Really?
to go and pretty much get thrown in a cage fight and probably beat up. My mom was absolutely against it. My dad kind of talked her into it. The story he told me was he thought I could actually be good at it, and it would be beneficial for my life and keep me out of trouble. It ended up, the real story was he told her that I was going to get beat up, never want to do it again, and that was going to be the end of that. That was just a phase. So they thought I was going to get beat up. I didn't, that one anyways. And yep, but it's been about 9 years since then.
So how many fights have you had your whole career?
Oh boy, I have 27 amateur fights, 18 pro fights, I think 5 pro boxing matches, a kickboxing match, a couple of jiu-jitsu matches, which is pretty big in the MMA world. That's a lot of fights.
So what's the difference between like what is considered pro versus amateur in the MMA world?
Amateur, you don't get paid. You just kind of show up and fight. It's kind of like, I would say, compared to like high school football. You know, you don't get paid, just experience, getting out there. And then same thing as college. And then you turn pro, you make some money, and that's where it really matters.
So there's some, so like on normal, like if you go to a Victory Fighting show, are there like amateurs on that show as well as professionals?
Yep.
Like I would assume that it's like lower card guys, like open card, or I don't know if that's the same for MMA as it is for wrestling.
Oh, I just throw Yokozuna out. That's what I'm talking about. When I very first started, Victory was an all-pro show. There was no amateurs. There were 2 completely different shows. They had one show that was all amateurs and then one show that was all pro. And within the first year of fighting, I actually made it to Victory. They just started doing maybe 2 or 3 amateur fights a night. And now they do probably 7 or 8, and they even have titles and stuff like that. So it's gotten a lot more popular. It's got sanctioned. It's a lot safer and stuff now. Back when I was an amateur, I fought all the way from 125 pounds to 205 pounds. You pretty much just showed up and you signed a waiver saying that if you die, it's not the promoter's fault, and you just fought whoever was there. You didn't know who you were going to fight. You didn't know what weight class you were going to fight. It was pretty
Back
crazy.
then, it was like when MMA first started, or like UFC, I should say, was starting to get popular. It was like the Wild West. You'd have like a really skinny guy versus like a super fat guy and all this stuff. And that was kind of how it was then too. Like there was no real weight class.
Yep, there's only a few rules. It was a little bit more well put together when I started, but like I said, not very much. I fought a ton of weight classes, a ton of people, and now I think it's becoming more of a sport now.
Right. It's way more popular than boxing, and that wasn't a thing for a while. Like boxing was king of all fighting back then.
Yeah, which is super crazy because even though I think UFC is a little more popular, especially with the younger crowd, there's way more money in boxing. The money in boxing is just ridiculous.
Yeah, I like that. Well, they charged, what was that? That Mayweather-Pacquiao fight was like $100 if you wanted to see it.
Yep.
It's ridiculous. And then it was just them like walking around dancing.
Yep, that's the way it usually goes.
So how did you actually then transition into wrestling? Like what made you want to get into pro wrestling?
Well, as a kid, I always wanted to be a wrestler. I just never knew, how to go about doing it. Did the whole trampoline backyard wrestling thing when I was little. I think all of us did. But,
What was were you TJ Benson back then, or were you something else?
We
Were you
didn't
still
really
bad
have
boy?
anything. Yeah, we just, messed around.
I cannot eliminate anybody in this.
And I never really knew how to do it. Obviously, I'm not the biggest guy. I don't know if I ever will be. So I kind of, started doing the MMA thing, and then I hooked up with Hype Gotti and Tony Cortez and Jaden Drago, and things just kind of fell into place, and just kind of found myself at some wrestling shows, and just got thrown in there, and kind of like MMA, I just never looked back.
I cannot do anything in this match. I have no life, and I haven't got one elimination yet. I think you just need to tap like B or something, right? I don't even know how you eliminated somebody.
I don't remember.
So then, do you prefer wrestling over MMA, or is there a favorite, or boxing, or any of that?
No.
I mean, it's probably just totally different.
Yeah, they're
It's
all
like
all different. I think kind of just phases I'm going through, you know. Wrestling's new. Obviously, I don't know everything about MMA and boxing, but wrestling's new. It's a lot more challenging for me. So, yeah, I'm kind of in the wrestling deal, you know. I don't know if I'll ever fight MMA again. But yeah, I'm just kind of seeing where wrestling's going to take me and trying to take it slow and learn, and so much to learn.
Alright, I need to get an elimination here.
Who's this guy in the white?
I saw him on the thing. I can't remember his name. Tatanka, I think.
Is it?
Could be wrong. I think I'm wrong on that one. I have no idea who that is. Oh, that's you and me. Now we're going at it. So who are some of your favorite wrestlers currently?
Oh boy, currently, for some reason, I'm actually really starting to like Kevin Owens. I wasn't a big fan of him at the beginning, but he's really grown on me.
Yeah, he's won. I can't believe how many titles he's won since he's been in there.
Yeah, they're definitely giving him the push.
Because he's Triple H's friend.
Not really too sure who else. I kind of like the whole Divas thing they're doing. I've never gotten to Divas really before, but
Don't tell me your favorite Charlotte, because I'll kill you.
Man, everybody always hates on Charlotte.
Who's your favorite? Charlotte? Are you like Paige? I'm sure everybody likes Paige.
Yeah, Paige is really good, especially with the heel turn she just did. I kind of like Sasha Banks too, though.
Yeah. Do you think it's a true like revolution? They're like talking about how this is a revolution and blah blah. I don't think it's like. I mean, yes, they're giving them more time, like on pay-per-views to wrestle and whatnot. But like on Raw, all they do is they're just so catty. They're just a bunch of catty women who just argue.
Yeah, and I don't know about the pay-per-views too. They just, you know, they'll have like a real good match, and then it'll be like, I don't know if this really happened, but just an example, like Bray Wyatt and then Undertaker, and then they'll go to the Bellas. Like, I don't know if the Bellas should be following them, but
Yeah.
But that's just me.
God, I cannot do anything. Surprised we last as long as we did. I really did nothing this whole match.
This is like a legit 1 hour Royal Rumble, apparently.
Apparently we're not very good. I couldn't even imagine 10 when I can't even get an elimination on 5.
I don't have a favorite one, but the Royal Rumble is definitely my favorite match of all time.
Who's your favorite Rumble winner then, I should say? Because there's been a lot of, like, Roman Reigns was pretty bad. I think didn't Big Show win one? I don't even remember. I think Batista won it before, Cena won it a couple times. Edge won it, I think. Alberto Del Rio won it once, I think.
I'd probably say Stone Cold.
I like when Shawn Michaels went all the way.
Too.
Alright. I need to get Ric Flair out of here. Oh man, this is insane. I just imagine like this button mashing noise that this microphone's picking up. So loud.
Oh man, I got eliminated.
Let's see if I can take it all the way. So who do you got in this match? Obviously you're not going to pick me because I haven't eliminated anybody.
Well, it's got to be Ric Flair or Shawn Michaels. I'm going to say Shawn Michaels just because he eliminated me.
If you see that my thing, I'm not going up at all. I have no idea. I can do it. So what is your all-time favorite wrestling video game? If you had one.
I think I would have to go with WrestleMania, the arcade game.
That one?
I think.
Which version? Because there's a couple versions of that game. Like there's one on PlayStation that was really good. One on Sega CD, I remember. One on Super Nintendo. I think
Super Nintendo.
That one, just because you remember playing that?
Just because I remember that one the most. I was still a fan of all the SmackDowns and stuff like that, though.
Yeah.
No Mercy.
Like, I don't know how much faster I could tap these buttons. Figure 4 again. No! Oh, man. Alright, you eliminate Sean and then I'll eliminate you. Get away! See if I can throw him out. I was waiting for him to run at me and then I could like toss him out. Oh no, not what I wanted to do. Oh, come on. Alright. Alright. There you go. Now he's out. Now it's time for me and Sean. I'm going to win. The click. Oh no, he's choking me. Not cool. No!
Uh-oh.
Oh no, I need to get him over here in these ropes so I can toss him. If I can get one elimination, it would be to eliminate. Oh, he just hit me with the elbow. It's over. Not good. Oh man. Come on, lock up. This game's weird.
Oh, that's all you.
No, that was it. Doing it all. That's all him. He's gonna like atomic drop me over the top rope. That's all there is to it. I have to win. Do it. What button were you pushing to eliminate him?
I don't even remember. I was pushing all of them. There
Yes!
you go.
I did it!
We both.
I had one elimination. Oh my god, that was hard. Woo! There it is, Razor Ramon. What do you think of Razor? I don't think he should have been champion at one point.
Yeah, I'm surprised he wasn't. I think Razor Ramon and Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania 10 is my all-time favorite match.
Yeah. I lasted 18 minutes. Where can people find you on the internet if you want to be found? On Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube,
I don't
Tinder?
use my yeah. I got Tinder, I got Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, but yeah, Twitter is badboybenson135. I don't use that too much, but maybe if I had some more followers, I would use it some more.
Time to network.
Yeah, that's right. Facebook, TJ Benson, not that hard to find. Instagram, Bad Boy Benson. Anything with Bad Boy Benson, Google it. You'll find me.
Just Google Bad Boy Benson. You have any merch online?
I don't have any merchandise yet. Still waiting. Like I said, just building myself up, taking my time, working on selling these tickets to the Magnum shows.
So what did you think of this game?
Yeah, it's one of my favorites.
You're right. You're lying.
Alright, maybe I'll lie.
It was a good game, but it doesn't hold up over time. I'll say that.